Hey guys, welcome back. We're about to get into My School President episode 8. It's been just so much fun. Every episode has just been more and more fun. Um we ended off episode 7, you know, with Tin and Gun decided they were going to get into the talking stage. SoundWin still fighting as usual. Um Tin's best friend being the ultimate wingman. Um and then actually very catchy new OTS that I am looking forward to hearing right now. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so episode 8. It was a happy time. I feel like this. I need more words. Okay, let me give you more words. It was. The thing about My School President is it's a show that's not trying to be more than what it wants to be. Does that make sense? Like sometimes you watch a show and it's like that you can just some scenes just feel like overly dramatic or some scenes don't feel like enough, you know? My School President is doing very good at just being a show about people falling in love. Like we're not trying to be overly dramatic. We're going to throw in a little drama, but it's not going to stress you out, you know? And each episode is just like I come this show is like a happy place. It's my happy place safe zone because I know even if drama comes, this show is not going to try to stress me out. It is not going to try to destroy my peace. It's going to add to my peace. You know, because everybody it's it's like okay, for example, right? This episode, most episodes usually do, but this episode had heavy Tin Gun moments, right? And this episode felt more heavy because before they were kind of playing around. It was like Tin and Gun, right? Two separates trying to be one, right? This is one of the first episodes, for me at least, where from beginning to end, they felt like Tin Gun. They felt like one, you know, like a unit, like a couple. And so it's really cute watching them kind of flirt with this line because it's for all intensive purposes, if nothing else, this episode, they are together, right? They're not together. We can't go out here and like start DTRing to the world and everything, but like to each other, they are together, right? They were together last episode too, but this one was just without the drama of yo, you know? Like this one was just Tin Gun togetherness. I loved the pool scene. I love that the way, like I said, I love the way they talk to each other. They're so open and they're so honest with each other, and they're each other's safe zones. And you can tell, you know, because yes, you know, Tin talks to his best friend or whatever, but it's a different way that he talks to Gun. It's he's always there to like support Gun, if that makes sense. He's what Tin's best friend is to him, he's to Gun. You know, that support, that soundboard, that, you know, coming to you when I need help, you know, that ability to depend on a person. That's what Tin is to Gun. You know, and you know, in this episode it was Gun trying to be that for Tin. You know, especially that scene, which was actually one of the scenes from the opening, right? That scene when they're on the basketball court and they're just kind of talking about the next day, which is the hot wave. Forgot it again. Competition. And Gun's like, I want you to be there. And Tin's like, I can't. Like, you know, I'm trying to get into the school. And so instead of taking that in and like being sad and everything, even though you knew he was sad, his face felt a little forced. He was trying to be what Tin was for him, and it was like he's okay. Like it's okay. We're each pursuing our dream, and then I'll just see you later. Like I'm not gonna stress you out because you can't get there because you're trying to better yourself. You know, and that's okay. That's what you want in a relationship and a partner. You know, for them to want you there, but then for them also to know that when you can't be there, it's not because you don't want to. It's because, you're out here also pursuing what you need to do to get your life together. And so somehow, some way, and because Tinn, he is, don't get me wrong, he's very goal oriented, but he's one of, like, there's several different type of people when they fall in love, right? And so some people, when they fall in love, they still keep to their P's and Q's, but it's like every P and Q comes after their one, And so Tinn, at that class thing, completely distracted. He was not there. Granted, he was also not there for multiple student council meetings. But I mean, he really wasn't there for that class. And mom doesn't know because he hasn't told mom, right? Technically, they haven't told anybody because technically they're not together. I feel like Gun's mom knows, but Tinn's mom clearly doesn't know anything. And, it's going to come back. If not the next episode after that, she's going to be like, yo, what's going on? You're being a little flaky. You're not acting like yourself. Why are you doing all of this? And he's going to have to tell her something. Is he going to tell her that they're together? At this point, I don't know. This show is keeping me on my toes. They're kind of surprising me at every turn. So I truly don't know what he's going to say to mom when the time comes. But the time is definitely coming. Do not get me wrong. Sooner or later, she's going to be like, what's going on, son? And he's going to have to say something. But yeah, so that scene was, I loved that scene for them. I thought that scene was perfect for them. And then SoundWin. Let's talk about it, okay? SoundWin has the funnest escalation of relationship ever. Because we went from arguing to the rap battle contest to kind of arguing again to the kiss scene for the music video, right? To was the partnership before or after? I feel like it was before. Okay, so it was the school project music video. And then it was this, right? The PT and everything like that. So I thought that was really cute. I did. I like SoundWin. SoundWin makes me happy. They're not overly complicated. They're not, like, even their arguing is not like, it's kind of like, what? Why are y'all arguing right now? And then this episode, it was like yelling, right? But it wasn't really arguing. Once Win found out that Sound was like hurt, like in trouble, he completely cut the arguing. There wasn't a need to argue anymore because his sole focus was making sure he was better. Blowing on his food, come on, that was completely unnecessary. The man's been eating for this whole week up until this point just fine. Why are you feeding him right now? But I was here for it because it was their moment, And then, of course, Gun. He's such a goofball. Tin Gun is so, like, cheesy, corny, and I love it. Because as soon as he went to put the chopsticks, and then I saw it, I was like, he is not going to feed this boy. He's going to turn this around. And sure enough, he turned it around right then and ate it himself. And I was like, one, does nobody else see this? Y'all telling me all 5 of y'all, or however many, none of y'all see Tin Gun right now? Lies. Gun's going to be like, yeah, I've been talking to Tin, and everybody's going to be like, nah, duh. Because y'all weren't hiding nothing. Nothing was hid, okay? Y'all been obvious from the jump. They might be shocked with SoundWin, but they is not going to be shocked with Tin Gun. Then again, they might, because it might be going like this to them, so I truly don't know. Yeah. And then, right before the competition, he was checking on his wrist and practically holding his hand. And, Sound was like, are you worried about me? Like, what's going on? And then Win was like, nah, I'm just, checking in casually because I know what's going on. And I thought that was awesome. And sometimes with second couples, especially when the second couples develop later in the show, it feels a little rushed. Like it feels like they don't get their full time to develop because they just ran out of time. Show purposes, you only have so much time, right? But SoundWin, I can already tell, is not going to be that couple for me. I feel like their progression is beautiful. I feel like it worked for the relationship. I'm not feeling rushed. I'm not feeling like, well, I would love more time with them, but I'm not complaining about the time I already have, right? Like, if this is all the time I'm going to get with them, that's okay. Like, this is good too. And I love that. I do. I love, I thought we were going to get an underwater kiss scene with Tinn. That's fine. I thought we were going to get that kiss scene after the competition, which I'm happy they did that song. I'm interested to see what their song they write is going to be. I wonder if we already heard it. Because it can't be the first song. And it can't be this song that they just did. And so I don't remember hearing any other songs. So that means it's going to be a new song that maybe we haven't heard yet. So I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see that process and how they do that. That's going to be episode 9. And then the band leader from last year is coming back. Why he's so angry? Why he's so aggressive? Them being in relationships did not ruin the competition from last year. That mess got ruined because your lead guitarist or singer or whatever he was a hothead. And instead of doing his competition, he jumped off the stage because someone was talking to his girl. Granted, you're allowed to be upset if someone's talking to your girl, don't get me wrong, but that's not the reason why y'all lost. I mean, the band, them dating is not the reason that you lost. The reason that you lost is because he jumped off the stage. That is an individual, not a group situation. So they're going to be in that boot camp, and so that's going to be very interesting. And I think it's very interesting how they're playing off the couples, because a lot of times, you see the couples, and yes, they have their alone time, but a lot of time I think they have time in which they're forced in front of their friends, whether the friends know they're together or not. And not forced as in like they don't want to be there, but just like they time it so that couple moments happen in front of their friends, right? Just I can't say it. Hold on. I can't say it. But no, I can't say it. But it just so happens, right? And so this show, they're not doing that. They're purposely avoiding, well, not purposely avoiding, but it seems like every time Tinn is in front of the friends have their back turned for whatever reason, or just happen to leave the room, or just see it and not really seeing what it is, Same thing with SoundWin. Like, SoundWin was here, right? Everybody else was here, and then What's-His-Face was here, right? So everybody just so happened to be turned and are focused on the guitar. Nobody saw. Tinn was here. Everybody else was literally right here. SoundWin was here. This circle was wide and nobody saw nothing. Okay. I'm just going to believe that nobody saw it. That's what you want me to believe right now. Okay, that's fine. And What's-His-Face can't be with his girl, but everybody else is being with that guy. That seems unfair. That feels unfair. Is that unfair? Feels like it to me. Feeling a little double standardy, but I'm going to let it go. Yeah, I love that Mom was there. That was awesome. I feel like, like I said before, I feel like Mom knows something. Because why would she take everybody and then leave him there? Right? And it's good to know that he saw him. Because I thought he saw him. Because Gun's face changes when he sees Tinn. Like, it looks different. Like, his facial expressions are different. So that's why I thought that he saw him. But it wasn't clear. It wasn't clear to me whether or not he saw him from the angles. But clearly he did, because he was waiting for him in the backstage part. Yeah, but that was it. I liked it. That was one of my favorite episodes, I'm not gonna lie. It's episodes like 5 and up have just been very good for me. To me. Whatever. I've been liking them. They're definitely top 10. This is going down probably as one of my top shows for 2023. You know what? I'm going to chart it. I'm going to write it down. Yes, I'm going to track all the shows from 2023 that I watch, and I'm going to figure out what my top, 10 to 20, depending on how many there are, how many I watch, are. But so far, My School President, definitely in the top. And it deserves to be because it's awesome. Anyway, that's all from me. If you have the time, you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.